Hello, welcome to Fantha Tracks TV. It's another unboxing video. This is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Black Series Centerpiece collection of Starkiller base. Now, I think this one's been a bit controversial because I've seen quite a lot of people, certainly some of the forums I've been following, Facebook sites, UK Black Series collectors, for example, have been saying, do we really need another Ray and another Kylo? Now, I'd like to stress we've been sent this by Hasbro, thank you very much, so we haven't bought this, so that makes it a little bit easier for us to look at it, because I think they're going to be expensive. But we thought we'd have a look in depth at this, and I will unbox it later so you can see what it looks like in hand. Now, the first thing I want to bring to everybody's attention is this is big. How big is the question everyone will be asking. So excuse me while I walk out. I'm going to put another Black Series item next to it so you can see a comparison. As I pan back, there you go. That gives you an idea of how large this item is. It's big. So I'll put that to one side and then we can have a look at the box proper. So let's have a quick look at the box. I won't dwell too much on that because that's just the picture, but you'll see something in a minute that's cool. Just says Starkiller base, but lots of reflection there, so that's why I want to move that around. We then have the side art, which is Ray. Nice picture of her there with her saber on her speeder there, like that. And then down here there is a button. Now that will show you what happens in that in a minute. On the top, Black Series logo, nothing too much to worry about there. You won't be surprised to know on the other end we've got Kylo, First Order Stormtroopers, and an interesting picture of Kylo on the side there. Looks like he's had some a facial recently and looking young and beautiful. Nothing much on the bottom, in fact nothing at all, a few scuff marks. Yes. Right. On the back you have a picture of the centerpiece with some Arabesh next to it, so it doesn't tell me what it's in English, but here we go. Black Series logo, Starkiller base, and here's the blurb. As the ice-covered tundra of Starkiller base crumbles, Rey channels the raw power of the Force to defeat the Dark Warrior Kylo Ren. Experienced with her salvaged quarterstaff from Jakku, Rey finds that years of practice at hand-to-hand fighting serves her well when she is forced to use a lightsaber in combat. With her blue-bladed lightsaber, one passed down through generations of Force users, clashes with Kylo Ren's unconventional fiery blade, Rey recalls the words of Maz Kanata, "Close your eyes, feel it. The light, it will always be there. It will guide you." Though Rey has yet to receive full training, her connection to the Force is undeniable as she is resilient. While the young scavenger once dismissed herself as no one, Rey soon realizes that her life is being shaped by the mysterious power of the Force. Full training. Right, so back to the item. We've got Kylo. We've got Rey in there, but I told you about the mysterious little button. Now, hopefully this will work. I've got too much reflection here, I might have to go into a darker room, so bear with me while I go into a darker room. So, as you can see, I've now moved to a darker room, and if I push the button, look at that. That actually is quite an impressive effect for a box. You've got the forest backlit to bring out the best in the centerpiece. So, obviously everything's still fixed in there, so I've got to fix it up and put other batteries in to get any other effects going. So it'd be interesting to see if I can get it back in the box afterwards in a good place, but that's beginning to see why this is a extra special piece. Okay, a mid-unboxing update here. So, oh goodness, see me reflecting it. That's terrible, I don't want to be seen. Yeah, so really interesting. This slides straight out the box and the button's still there so you can push the for the effect, which is quite cool. But what I've also noticed is if I flip it around here, you can access the battery compartments for the actual figures here. So that's quite handy. So this is clearly meant to be kept in boxes of some description. I am going to go full hog and unbox her because I want to look at the figures, I want to see how it all works, but yeah, it looks like with minimal effort you can keep it in its display, which is again clearly what they were looking for. So anyway, let's carry on with the unboxing. Okay, I'm doing a mid-opening video here because we've got some instructions that come out, and I have to say, and I kind of want to record this, I'm getting more impressed with this as I go through. This I thought was going to be something, as I've said earlier in the video, that is you want to keep it in its box, you want to keep it in its box. Having looked at the instructions, I'm thinking that actually this is going to look great out of the box. That light up piece that I showed you earlier comes out and basically starts to form the backdrop to a normal display. So I'm really now focusing on taking all this stuff out. As you see, I've started making the mess. I'm going to build it as instructed even, and I'm going to focus on how this looks out of the box now. So anyway, let me crack on. So as I said earlier, it's let me get stuck in. As I said earlier, there's a lot going on here to help set this up out of the box. So the first thing I want to show you is on the bottom here, you have these foot pegs, and these foot pegs come out. I haven't tried it yet, and in fact I'm going to do it in a second because I'm going to get some tweezers and pull them out. Oh no, there we go. And they fit in to the holes that are here, so that you can, oh, there you go, see that? So you can slot your figure in to stand up. Again, that's quite, I don't think I've seen this in the black, so I see it in the little titanium ones, but this is beginning to show that they're thinking of how do you set things up. This would have been useful, I think, in previous centerpiece figures. But and it's also nice the way that you have a storage area for the pins, because they're going to get lost if you're not careful. So yeah, like I say, there's a lot of thought gone into this. This is looking good. So I've just loaded the batteries in. Interesting battery display there. It takes 4 AA. So make sure you have your batteries ready before you go into this, because you want this thing to be working as soon as you get it. Standard case, little Phillips head screwdriver put through. Oh, you don't need to see me screw that up, but there we go. And I'll put that together and move on to the next bit. So this is going to be fun. This is putting the water in for the misting effect. According to the instructions, you need some water, you need a straw, and you need to open this little hatch up to get it ready. Apparently, I will use the powers of the straw, the McDonald's straw, if I can actually move this around, to fill up the hole here. It says up to the line. What line? I don't. Oh, I can see there's a little line in there. You can see it in there. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. So you transfer it from here to here through the power of the straw. It's politely sort of said, use your finger to cap once you suck up. No one's going to do that. They're going to use their mouth. But there we go. That's gross and disgusting, but let's see. And let's see if it comically I can actually do this. So, as predicted, the only way I could really end up doing it was to suck up a gobload of water and then put it in here with the straw. Hasbro knew that that's what people were going to do, but they quite rightly couldn't condone such gross behaviour, so they've told you a rather great scientific way that will take a year to fill up. So I look forward to seeing everyone try to do that. Right, on with the build. Okay, so there's the latest update. I haven't risked putting the button on to see what misting and that does yet, but I've popped Ray, who is solid on the top of this piece here, onto the top of the diorama, and then I do believe, there you go, you can slap the bit that Kylo Ren goes into there as well, and then there's a tree trunk that fits somewhere. Where does it fit? I shall have a look, but I think it kind of goes somewhere like there. Gonna regret saying that. Oh, I think it literally just falls to the side of it. Who knows? I will have a look and see what I can find on that and get it on there properly, but basically that's the diorama. It's basic set done. So I'm going to take a moment to just explain to you. Ray looks fantastic. I think this might be the new tech on her face. She's got a lightsaber, she's in full action, she's got the full-on I'm going to get you mode. Kylo comes as a Black Series figure, but look, him all beaten up. This is another Kylo variant that we've not seen before. Ripped cloak, arm showing horribleness, face sliced, Not sure about the subtlety of the snow at the bottom there, but yeah, look really good. So next stop is to set him up with a peg in his foot, put him on the diorama, and then I'll do a quick test of how it works, and then I'll do the pan around so you can look at everything in more detail. And I will do the Kylo figure as well separately so you can see that. So the Kylo Ren figure is a Black Series figure, got different head sculpt. I think it might be the new tech as well. As you can see, it's got the slice in his face, it's also got the slice missing out of his arm. Articulation wise, everything's as you would expect. Shoulders, arm. I'm not going to take the saber out of his hand, but his hands move. It's a standard Black Series figure, which is quite cool. Yep, there you go, that's Kylo Ren. You'll see some footage of me panning around him later. Oh, urgent update, just emptying the box and found that you do actually get a bladeless Kylo Ren lightsaber in there as well. It's plastic, it's not metal, so you do get an extra bit with him. Not sure where I'm going to put that though, because it's not really relevant to the diorama. So there we have it. I've set it all up. I've got Kylo, he's a standard black figure with the new stuff in there, set up in his little pegs on his feet. You see that? I've put the background there, and I'm using the box to give a back background. It does need a black background if you're going to light it up. You'll see why. It doesn't show if you don't have anything behind it particularly, or it just shows as white light. Now the moment of truth, I'm going to push the button on the mister and see what happens here. And I've pushed it. Oh, great start. Let's try again. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's a little puff of mist coming through there. Now I wonder if I put everything back in the box, which was what I was not intending on doing, whether that will look better. I think I might have to have a crack at that at the end. But for now, I will just do some footage of what the figures look like. So, if you want this on display, here's a question: does it fit in a Detolf? Well, nearly is the answer. The back panel is so close to going flush in there. Obviously the rest of it fits in there nicely. I still think it looks quite nice though, to be honest with you. Perfectly happy with it. In fact, I've come to the conclusion it looks a lot better out of the box than it does in the box, and the box is pretty impressive. So ultimately I'll put a back screen behind this, I think. But just to give you an idea what it looks like on display, it's like this, and I shall do one last little video of you seeing it with the lights off and the display lit up and everything in action. you go. I hope you enjoy the video you've just watched. We'll be posting videos every Wednesday and every Saturday, guaranteed. Or if there's some news or some new stuff comes in, we might do some things in between there as well. But make sure you subscribe, then you'll get the notifications that come through, and see you next time.